Hey guys, my name is Robin and I want to thank you very much for tuning into this new trip report. In today's video we'll be flying with KLM from Amsterdam through to San Francisco. We're flying with the Queen of the Skies, the Boeing 747. Now, it's not my first time doing a trip report on the KLM 747. A couple of months ago, I flew from New York JFK to Amsterdam in business class. If you haven't seen that video yet, I will make sure that a link will pop up in the top right corner here. Today, unfortunately, we're not flying in business class. Instead, however, we're trying out the economy comfort product. So, without further ado, let's get on board. I did go to the KLM Crown Lounge before my flight, but it was under construction, making it very busy and limited. So, I decided not to film in the lounge this time. The Boeing 747 we're flying on today, the city of Bangkok, is with over 29 years, KLM's oldest aircraft in the fleet. They're going to do something really special with this aircraft soon, but more about that at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around. The atmosphere was great. The crew seemed to be happy to have us on board. She was easy to talk to and always in for a chat. It was a very full flight, so it took a while before everybody had found their seat, and eventually we left with about a 30-minute delay. Taxiing to the runway, we passed a couple of interesting aircraft, like the orange KLM Boeing 777 and the China Southern Airbus A380. After we reached 30,000 feet, a first round of drinks and some almonds are being served. Today is such a perfect day to fly. The sky is clear and from my seat I have such a beautiful view on the wing and the engines. I'm very happy with the seat that I chose. About an hour into the flight, the first meal service started. Let's have a look at it. I decided to take the chicken dish that came with black bean sauce and rice. Probably one of the better meals I've had in coach. It was served together with a cold salad, of which I definitely was not a fan. What I did absolutely love, however, is the stroopwafel dessert. And everyone who's ever been to Holland knows what stroopwafel is all about. To try to catch some sleep on this fairly long flight, I usually drink a glass of wine or two, and this flight was no exception. By the time I woke up, I opened the window blind and got overwhelmed by maybe one of the most beautiful views that I've seen from an airplane window. Greenland is stunning. There are 3 regular economy cabins on the 747 full packs. The seats are in a 3-4-3 configuration, except for some rows all the way in the back. These very 4 last rows are in the 2-4-2 configuration, making them perfect for couples. The economy comfort cabin is located in front of the regular economy cabin and behind business class. Seats here are laid out in a 3x2 configuration, with the best seats for couples on the right hand side. The seats here have great legroom, even if the person in front of you is fully reclined, like here, and still with my seat pocket completely full with garbage, there is still plenty of space to move my legs around. The remote for the in-flight entertainment system is located in the armrest. On the remote, you also have the buttons for your reading light and the crew call button. The remote is clearly as old as the rest of the interior, The in-flight entertainment system is a bit slow to respond, but there's plenty of entertainment available to endure this 10-hour flight. Headphones are handed out by the crew before departure, but as you can see, are of poor quality. My favorite genre of movies to watch during a flight is Bollywood. Let me know in the comments down below what you like to watch on a flight. About halfway into the flight, crew hands out ice cream to passengers whom aren't asleep. If you get hungry or thirsty at any time of the flight, you're free to get something from the galley. The second and last meal service was served about 2 hours before arrival. Unfortunately, it came with the same cold salad as with the first meal service. The cappuccino dessert was very good. And for the main course, pizza. Slowly we made our descent into San Francisco. But before that, here's the Boeing 747 security card. So, what's going to happen with this aircraft? A couple of days after I flew this flight to San Francisco, the news broke that the actual Boeing 747 that I flew on for this trip report, the city of Bangkok, will be phased out of the KLM fleet before the end of this year. Luckily, it won't be scrapped or parked in the desert. Instead, it's going to be preserved as a museum right next to the airport of Amsterdam. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this trip report. If you liked the video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you don't want to miss next week's video, where I'll try out Delta's Boeing 717, make sure to subscribe to my channel. See you next week.